our Harvesters 9 Mile Road branch. As the acting chair of your board of directors, I hereby call to order this 2023 74th annual directors or meeting of the Harvesters Credit Union. In accordance with the credit union's bylaws, I hereby declare that a quorum, which in our case is a minimum of 20 members, being present. We have about 30 or 30 plus members here at the branch, and there were 46 registered online, of which there were only 16 on a few minutes ago. So welcome to you all. At this time, I'd like to ask everyone to please stand for the Pledge of Allegiance for our nation's flag. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Thank you. You may be seated. On behalf of the volunteers and staff of Harvesters Credit Union, I'd like to welcome each of you, whether here in person or virtually online, to our annual meeting. At this time, I'd like to introduce the board, supervisory committee, senior vice president of lending, our CEO, and the parliamentarian for our meeting. I am Scott Pointer, your acting board chair. Additionally, serving on your board, we have Robin Cook, who is the vice chair and also chair-elect, Pam Thomas, our secretary, Donna Bingston, our treasurer, and directors Fred Chandler, Richard Fountain, Amber Halfacre, Dallas Holland, and Ryan Spikes. Serving on our supervisory committee, we have Elaine Gimlin, who is chairing the committee, Sally Hewell, Teresa Pace, Linda Sebring, and we have one vacancy, an opening that we would like to fill with a volunteer from our membership. The supervisory committee does the important work of making sure that the credit union operates in compliance and regulatory policy and procedures. And in doing so, they engage the outside auditing firm of Griffin and Furman to make sure our credit union's financial operations are functioning correctly and that we are in compliance with all of those regulations. Thanks to Elaine and her committee for the excellent work they've done this year. Now back to our introductions. We have our Senior Vice President of Lending, Stanley Bruce. We have our CEO, Keith Golden. And from the law firm of Cadulas, Reisinger, and Price, attorneys at law, our parliamentarian for this evening is Mr. Will McCarty. We are thankful for all the modern day technology that allows us to maintain contact with you, the membership, and to carry on all the service activities for you and with you. You, the membership, even though all through all the, let me start over with that again, please. You, the membership, even through all time of the pandemic, were able to maintain contact and access your accounts with your credit union. We are especially appreciative of our IT team for the new online services that they continue to roll out in order to provide us with any new and updated offerings. Be sure to check out all the functions that are available to you for use of your personal account on the Harvesters website or on your iPhone. We need to thank some of our Harvesters family, the setup team, for the fine job that they did in organizing and putting together this annual meeting. So a big thank you goes out to Sierra Brumfield, Denise Burkett, Jennifer DeBrabant, Brittany Levins, and Morgan Peppers. Additionally, I'd like to express our appreciation to all other members of our staff for their hard work that they provide us and deliver to us year-round. So thank you to all of you. The Federal Credit Union Act and bylaws require the credit union to hold an annual meeting each year, and during the meeting to carry out 3 functions. 1, we are to read and approve the minutes from last year's annual meeting. 2, we are to report on the business activities for the previous year, and we are to elect members to the board of directors. The minutes of last year's annual meeting are available to you online if you desire to read them. However, in the interest of saving time, and at this time, the chair will entertain a motion from the floor to approve but dispense with the reading aloud of those minutes from last year's meeting. Do we have such motion? We do have a motion from the floor. Is there a second?
Second.
I see a second. Thank you. We have a motion and a second, so let's vote. All in favor of the motion who are present, say yes. Or if you're online with your device, check yes. Or if you're opposed, say no. Or on your device, check no.
Yes.
Okay, we'll give you a moment. Are there any no's? Okay, we'll give you a moment online to vote. Online vote is coming in. We'll hold another minute to make sure everyone gets to vote. Okay, the online votes have been tallied, and let the record show that there were 0 no votes. So the motion carries. Now we'll move on to the report of the business activities of the credit union for the year 2022. The chairman's report. A copy of the chairman's report is on file online. In conjunction with that report, I'd like to highlight a key point in the report, that being lending. The lifeblood of any financial institution is the interest gained from its loan portfolio. So if you or a family member, a friend, or a neighbor needs a loan, do your credit union a favor and send them or come see Harvesters first. Rest assured, your credit union is strong and financially sound and able to continue to protect our interest and to grow for our future generations. But each of us can assist in making us even stronger by getting involved in the aforementioned suggested way by helping to create loans. Now, back to the business reporting. And I'd like once again to point out Elaine Gimlin, the chair of the supervisory committee. Her report on the safety and soundness of the credit union can be found at the branch here or online for reading. Thank you, Elaine, for your committee's report. Next, we have a report from Stanley Bruce, who is the Senior Vice President of Lending for Harvesters. See Stanley or any of the staff if you need any type loan. His report can also be found online. You can check that out. And it's on file here at the branch. Thank you for your report, Stanley. Finally, I'd like to ask Keith Golden, our CEO, to come and give his State of the Credit Union report. Keith?
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. Good evening. Thank you all for joining us tonight. This year, Harvesters turned 75 years old. When Harvesters was formed back in 1948, Harry Truman was president. The average cost of a new home was $7,700. A new car cost $1,250. Bread was 14 cents a loaf, and a movie ticket cost 60 cents. Boy, have things changed. We have some very exciting things going on at Harvesters. It has now been a year since we rolled out our new online banking and mobile app. We now have over 10,700 members using the app. In August of this year, our members performed over 16,700 transactions through our online banking and mobile app. Our mobile app offers state-of-the-art technology that will allow you to do almost anything you can do at our branches. About the only thing you can't do is withdraw money. You can also link your accounts at other financial institutions. This feature allows you to view balances, transactions, and payment due dates on your accounts at other financial institutions. Harvester's mobile app can be your one-stop shop when it comes to managing all of your financial accounts. We have also just recently rolled out a new home mortgage loan app. Our members can use the app to calculate the payment on a new house or apply for a home loan from Harvesters. It really makes borrowing money for a home much easier. Members can upload documents needed for loan approval. They can also use the app to monitor the status of their loan. Harvesters offers almost any type of home mortgage. We offer 30-year fixed rate conventional, VA, and FHA loans. We also offer down payment assistance for programs. Please spread the word that Harvesters offers any type of home loan that someone would need. I would like to thank our wonderful management staff for all of their hard work over the past year implementing this new technology. Without the latest technology, Harvesters would not be able to continue growing and providing our members with an extraordinary experience. Harvesters continues to experience extraordinary growth. In the last 7 years, the credit union has more than doubled in asset size. We now have over 28,000 members. The credit union remains financially strong. It is rated a 4-star credit union by Bauer Financial. That means that the credit union is considered to be in excellent financial condition. Thank you all for being members of Harvesters and for supporting your credit union. Enjoy the rest of your evening. Thank you.
Thank you, Keith. Appreciate that report. And at this time, we'd like to recognize some of our credit union staff for their service to the credit union. We were going to have our CEO present plaques to each of the members who were going to be receiving them, but they have not yet arrived at the credit union. So we will just recognize these folks verbally. For 5 years of service, we have Angela Corker, Barbara Henry, Christina McCraney. For 10 years of service, we have Brittany Levins. For 20 years of service, we have Robin Arnold, and we have our CEO. Now, if we had the plaques here, I was going to have our vice chair come up and present the plaque. Our vice chair, Robin Cook, would have presented him with a plaque. But thank you for your service to us too.
Thank you.
And we have one more staff member who has out-serviced our CEO. For 25 years of service, we recognize Jamie Snow. Now we'll move on to the election of board members. This year, the nominating committee has done its customarily good job of identifying and qualifying candidates for the board of directors. The candidates eligible for 3-year terms are Dallas Holland, Pam Thomas, and Richard Fountain. At this time, I'd like to thank the nominating committee for the work they've done this year. Their report is on file at the credit union, and it names the aforementioned candidates and recommends them as qualified members for service on the board. To reiterate, Dallas Holland for a term of 3 years, Pam Thomas for a term of 3 years, and Richard Fountain for a term of 3 years. Since there is only one candidate for each slot, we will elect all 3 by acclamation, or we can do that. Since our attendance is both live and virtual, we will conduct an audible vote here live and those of you who are viewing virtually can vote yes or no to vote on your device. At this time, the chair will entertain a motion to elect all 3 board candidates by acclamation. Do we have such a motion? We have a motion from the floor. Is there a second? We have a second. So we have a motion and a second to elect all 3 aforementioned board candidates by acclamation. Let's vote. All in favor indicate by saying yes.
Yes.
And online you can vote yes. Are there any no votes? I hear none. Vote online. We'll give you a minute or two to do that, please. Thank you. Done. Okay, the vote is in, and there were no negative votes here at the branch, and it appears there are 0 no votes online. So thank you very much for voting, and congratulations for you all for being reelected. In the way of new business, your board has been discussing the possibility of totally revamping the process of future annual meetings. Prior to the pandemic, we always held our annual meetings where we convened together physically, shared a meal while conducting business. We always had a strong representation of the membership to attend those meetings. Last year, at our post-pandemic in-person annual meeting, we had a very poor attendance turnout. And it truly was not cost effective for us to have meetings in that manner. So what the board is opting to do, they've been talking about this, is conducting this year, all meetings, annual meetings, like we've conducted this year's annual meeting virtually. With all the advancement in electronics and the manner in which we can deliver service and communicate with you, the membership, your board is considering having all future annual meetings using a virtual format. In addition to that, your board also knows the importance of our gathering together physically. So they are giving serious consideration to creating 2 member appreciation days per year. These would more than likely take place sometime in October and April at one of our credit union branches. There would be some sort of food provided in a way of refreshments, or possibly food trucks available during a given time frame, such as 11 a.m. to 2 p.m. Anyway, to keep up with this, keep checking our website for updates and information on this new innovation. If there is any unfinished or any new business, more new business, questions or concerns that need to come before the board, please submit that in a letter, drop it in an envelope addressed to the board at any of our branches, to the branch managers, or drop it in the mail. The mailing address for the credit union is Post Office Box 5, Cantonment, Florida. We want to thank each of you for your attendance, whether here in person or virtually, and wish each of you a happy, healthy, and prosperous year. And with all that being said, we will conduct this annual meeting, concluded actually, by saying good night.
Good night.